So today we are going to discuss about mental health, but in men, because many people talk about, men have mental issues, men are suffering from mental illnesses, and today we are going to discuss what are some of the causes, and then how can we help our men to be mentally stable, because even the Bible says that men are the priest of the family. So we need one another, and we need our men to be mentally stable, because if they're not stable, then kitaturamba. It is not well with us. So men mental health or men mental illness, it means like men having some mental issues, and this can be depression. This can be some mental disorders like schizophrenia. This can be like anxiety disorders. This can be like men experiencing panic attacks. This can be like men even suffering from long-term illness. And one thing about mental illness, it starts as a joke. And that is where people don't understand, because people feel like, sio mtu alikuwa tu mzuri jana, sio mtu alikuwa tu sawa, what is happening? It is because it starts as a joke. And the reason why most men suffer mental health than women, we are going to also discuss that, but it is because most men, they're just silent, they don't share. And men believe like if you share, you are weak and you should not tell people your problems. And I remember I was talking to one student somewhere, and this student was telling me, Madam, do you believe like men should seek counseling services? And I'm like, yes. And he was like, I've been hearing about this counseling thing. And in my mind, I'm like, this maybe belongs to ladies, because as men, tunafaa kuvumilia kiwanaume. This is someone who is around 16, 17 years. So he was just asking me some questions, because for me, I love chatting with people and just knowing what they're thinking and just having a chat. And it was like, now I know, now I understand. And because even them, they are growing up knowing that counseling is for ladies, and even crying is for ladies. So today we are going to just discuss about mental health in men. And one of the causes of mental health in men is men believe that they should not struggle. Like they should have everything put in place. Like that's what massage an ego of a man. It is true. Like when a man is able to provide for the family and everything is running well, for them that is now they are feeling good. But when a man has lost his job and is not able to provide for the family, now this man feels like struggling is like a curse. Struggling is like it's not for men. Like you don't, like ufai kusema mi sina do as a man, ufai kusema mimi sina pesa ya kununulia watu chakula kwa nyumba. You get my point? So men don't believe like they should struggle. And when a man is having everything in place, more so financially, this man has a very high self-esteem, and they feel good, because men were created to be providers. But sometimes shit do happen in life, and tables might turn in life, and you find that it is your spouse, or it is your mom, or it is someone else who is providing for you as a man. And it is okay to be provided for. It is okay to seek help, because men, they don't seek help. They feel like mi acha tutingangane kama mwanaume. And more so sometimes nowadays I know they're embracing it. It is a good job for them. We can just clap for them because they're doing a good job. I've been seeing different men coming for session, and they're like, I need to be helped. Like I'm not okay. Which is a good thing. And it is something that is telling us that our community is changing. And when men are healed, when women are healed, we'll have a healthy community. And life will be, this world will be a better place to enjoy. You understand? And that is why you find that even people who kill others or kill themselves, they don't start like they wake up and they say, today I want to kill. It is something that builds in them. And they lose hope day by day. They don't see anything good. Isolation comes in. They isolate themselves. They just focus on their problems, because they feel like nobody cares about our problems as men. And when men meet, by then they talk about football, they talk about what is trending. They don't talk about themselves as manze uko aje, uko poa, nini mbaya. So even when you go there and you're not okay, they'll be like, we changamka bwana, nini mbaya na wewe? And that time you're really suffering. But now ujue venye unachangamka. So you end up like faking it, and unachangamka tu for the sake of your fellow boys, because you don't want them to see your tears. But it is okay to seek help, and not in everyone. I like what one guy is doing on social media. I can't remember the name, but he has this movement of men, and they do investments. but they sometimes they bring in mental health aspect in that forum. It is a good thing. I don't remember the name, but at least this will also help us as ladies, that our men will be going for those sessions, like having a discussion about mental health, because most of the time it is ladies who go for this counseling. And when you have issues in your marriage, your girl will go outside there, cry to their peers, like, you know what, I'm not okay. And it is normal for a woman to take a phone and be like, unaweza shika hii simu, like, I just want to vent. Nataka kulia saizi. And they're there waiting, I just want to cry. So please pick this phone, I cry. And I remember I have a friend of mine who, we call each other. And sometimes you'll be like, Oyamo, mimi sitaki counseling. Mimi nataka tu unisikize tu. So you just listen and they talk, they cry, they cry, they cry. And then you are like, okay, what are you feeling now? Me, I'm okay. Now I'm okay, thank you. They just like what I spend your credits, balie too. Which it is a good thing, because crying, it means like you are offloading. And for me, anytime I see my client crying, I see a strong person. I see someone who now is getting out of this shit. And most of when a man is crying, for me, I feel good, because I know, kama hangelia, if these emotions were bottled up, this man could have ended up even killing people. And someone comes and they tell you, this is what my wife is doing for me. This is what my wife is doing for me. I remember this guy who was just sharing with me, and he said, I did everything for my wife. And what is like paining me more is that I met this girl when she was just out of high school, and I took her, sorry, I took her to a college, and now I've opened for her a beauty parlor, and she's doing well. But nowadays she doesn't even pick my calls. Amenidharau kwa nyumba, anafika kwa nyumba late, huwezi muuliza anything, she's busy on her phone. And you know that pain of spending on someone. And I always say, by the way, spend on yourself. And then when you spend on someone, spend that thing that you can lose and you are comfortable. Because I was feeling this guy. Like, this is someone who does manual jobs. Like, this is someone who is a watchman. But he has sacrificed whatever he's earning from that call that night to empower the wife, of which it is a good motive, because he thought, if I empower this wife, I will have a good life. Like, hata nikileta 50 bob na yeye alete 50 bob, we have 100 shillings, instead of her staying at home. But this guy was just regretting and crying, because he was feeling like, I've lost everything, like all my savings. Like, I even took a loan even to pay fees for this lady. So sometimes we do things, or not even sometimes, like most of the time, we do things with good intentions. But reality of life, and the sad part of life, is we don't have the control of the other person's behavior. Because sometimes me, I'll be doing something good and I'm like, I'm doing it out of my good heart. Like, I'm doing it for my family. Like, this guy was doing it for the family. If he doesn't have money, the wife can chip in and pay school fees for the kids, something like that. For me, it was a good plan. Like, it was someone who was trying to get out of the burden of life. But apparently, things did not turn well the way he expected. So you find that if this guy will not seek counseling sessions, this guy can decide one day to kill this wife and kill the children. But this guy decided, I'm going to seek help so that I don't commit something bad, so that I don't find myself in prison. So those are the things that when I see, I feel good, because at least someone is saying, I'll not stay here nijikaze kimwanaume and then ending up killing myself, or killing someone else. You get? So when men seek counseling, men, we are happy. As your sisters, we are so happy. Like, when we see you guys seeking counseling. So just know that struggling is part of life. It is not like when you are struggling, you are not like any other men outside there. And I know sometimes you can have a spouse who is so nagging, and they're reminding you like you're not man enough. And I remember this preacher who was saying, it is so sad when you see your wife acting like a widow and you're still alive. And I remember he was giving this story of this preacher who said, if you're a widow, come forward. And then this wife anasimama anaenda hapo mbele. And the husband was like, wait, you mean you are a widow and I'm your husband? And this lady was like, Ebu, show me what are you doing as a husband that will make me to stay, because you cannot help me. Let me move forward. Mungu anisaidie. And I was just imagining the embarrassment and the guilt and all that this man was going through, because I believe it was maybe something that was beyond him. Like, maybe he was looking for a job is not showing up. He was not able to provide for the family, or maybe he used to provide for the family, but shit happened. So I was just imagining this lady walking and going up on mbele kuombewa, ati widow anaombewa, so yeye pia aombewe. So those are the things that they make our men even to feel so low. Like when ni mwanaume, like show me if you're a man. Like if you're a man, you'll be doing this and this and this for me. And sometimes I ask myself, if you are asking someone to do this and this and this for you, what are you doing? Because maybe you went to school together, or we started working together. Oh, I need a man who has a car, I need a man who has money. But it's something that you, even as a woman, you can look for that job and have your own car. So personally, I'm against women who, they're like parasites, for lack of a better word. They look for men who will help them achieve what they cannot achieve for themselves, which is a bad thing. Like you need to achieve something for yourself. Even the Bible says, love others as you love yourself. So you cannot sit there and say, mi nangojea mwanaume ako na pesa, mwanaume mwenye atanitoa kwa hii shida. Jitoe kwa shida nani? Jitoe kwa shida so that even that man will respect you. Sasa tukae kwa shida hadi unangojea mtu akuja kukuamue kwa shida. And then after amekutoa kwa shida, unaanza kiburi, unaanza oh, you are not my class, oh, I don't know what I saw in you, oh, I wish hata singeolewa na wewe. But you're just sitting there waiting for someone na kuja kutoe kwa shida, of which you could have worked something out na ujitoe kwa hiyo shida. And I always say, by the way, even to men and women, when you're empowered and when you can stand on your own, it is easy even to make choices in life. It is easy even to choose what works for you, what don't work for you. It is even easier to build healthy boundaries. But when you're there as a parasite, like everything you need someone to do it for you, they will abuse you. They will abuse you mentally, they will abuse even physically, because they will see you as a burden. And another point, most men, they feel like they are burdens. I remember there's this guy who lost his job, and the wife was very supportive, by the way. So the wife came and the wife was like, Aki, my husband has lost his job and my husband is not okay. I think you just need to help us. And this lady was like, me, I've talked to her. I've talked to him. I've told him that I'm okay. Actually, I've been providing where I can and we are good. But this guy, the pressures were shooting so high. The pressure were like BP yake ilikuwa inapanda vibaya sana. So when this guy came for session, kupima pressure ilikuwa inapanda. And this guy was like, me, I can't take it. Me, I can't take it. I can't believe my wife is providing for me. I can't believe I cannot pay fees for my children. And we were just telling him, it is part of life. It doesn't mean that this will go forever. This will not happen forever. You have just lost your job. And I know we know this Trump work stop order. So that's what I'm talking about. This guy used to work with USAID. And this guy was just like, it took us a lot of effort together with the wife, even to make this guy understand it is okay sometimes to be a burden. If that is what you feel like you're a burden, it is okay to be a burden for sometimes. And this lady was telling me, my husband has been providing for us. Hatujai kosa kitu kwa nyumba. When this guy was working, everything was okay. I mean, my husband will take me out. We'll have fun as a family. So this lady was even crying and telling the husband, God has a reason and we are believers in church. And I was just encouraging them. And we talked for so many sessions. And this guy was like, the first session, me, I can't take it. Me, I can't take it. I can't believe like I'm waking up, nakona mali naenda. But I thank God, like everything turned up to be good. They came for sessions and everything was just aligning. But I could imagine this guy if he was alone without this wife, or if this wife was not supportive. I'm telling you, this guy could have committed suicide, because the wife was okay. The wife was like, I can provide. You have helped us for so long. Whatever I have, the little I have, I can provide for the family for now. Even as you look for the job or as you wait for Trump, even maybe a way forward. But this guy was not okay. This guy was not okay. Like, he was like, me, I can't imagine being provided for. Not that the support system was not there. The support system was there. The wife was there, very supportive. And even the wife was telling us, I've done everything I can, even to make my kids not to suffer. And we even sat our kids down and we told them what is going on. And our kids, they are very understanding. So I would just imagine if these kids were not understanding. But this guy, hey, I'm telling you. But I really thank God that this lady fought for this guy to be well. It was not easy. And most men, they feel like, I don't want to be a burden. But kazi wisha, like hizi kazi huku nje zinaishanga kwa kila mtu. They don't choose. And that is why I tell most men and women, appreciate your spouse. appreciate what you have, because when shit happens, this is someone who will stand with you. I know there are men who tell me, ah, Oyama woju wanawake. They tell me, Oyama woju wanawake. Atuna support mtu na mtu anakuruka. Life happens, but for me, I believe if you do good, God and nature has a way of rewarding you. I'm telling you, somehow, God and nature will reward you if you do good. So you cannot protect your heart like me. Let me protect my heart. I don't want to do this, and then huyo mtu anitoke. Just do what you can lose. Give what you can lose. Give what you're okay losing. Because even Jesus, he gave his life for us. But not everyone is born again. And it is free. So it means like Jesus gave his life and he was okay losing his life. Like you guys, nimepeana kila kitu juu yenu, but it's all about you to choose. And even right now, the people who are not born again, and I always say, give your life to Christ, because whether heaven exists or not, be on the safe side. Yes. So these guys were telling me, oh, yamo ujui wanawake. I know it is true. But at the end of the day, just give what you can lose. So that if things go south, you don't start regretting and killing someone and saying what I've done so much for them. Yes, it is good. But do what you can lose. Empower yourself as a person, because I know most men, they have good heart, guys. They just want to empower their women. They just want things to flow in the family. They go extra mile. Some of them, they can even borrow so that the wife will not know that they were mesota or the girlfriend, which for me it's a bad thing. It's like you're dodging a bomb. So let them know kama umesota, and wasiitishe vitu zingine zenye huwezi afford. Waambie tu by the way mimi nimesota. And men should learn to speak out. This is another reason why men are really, really suffering mental illness. Msee anakopa do, afurahishe dem ama afurahishe wife, na yeye anasuffer. And I always say, if it is at the expense of your peace, Aki is very expensive. Aki, you cannot afford it. Anything you do at the expense of your peace, it's very expensive for you. Ujafika bei. That's what I tell myself. If it is trading my peace, Aki, mi sijafika bei. Wacha tu hiyo gari simame nishuke, and then nione kama nitafika bei. But if it is like affecting your peace as a man, leave it. Even if it is a relationship, just find a way to make it work. If it is not working, wachana nayo, because utachizi huku juu ya watu. So men should know that asking for help is not bad. It is a good sign. It is a good thing, and life do happen. Men should know that struggling is part of life, and there's a season for everything. Even the Bible says. And I remember my church used to tell us kitambo. In Kijalo, it sounds so deep, but he used to say, life, you don't know where you will sleep tomorrow. You can sleep in the middle or huku mwisho. So kwa kitanda unaweza jipata umelala huku mwisho ama katikati. Yes. So in Kijaluo it sounds so nice. Let me just say it in Kijaluo. It says life in it too inyalo nindo tumbo tinyalo nindo diere. Yes, that is Kijaluo for those who understand. So she was just trying to tell us you cannot sleep the same position in life forever. There are days that in life you'll find yourself sleeping at the middle of life, and there are days you'll find yourself sleeping at the edge of life. So whoever or whatever place you find yourself sleeping, just know that you'll not sleep there forever. And of course, when you're sleeping at the middle of life, it means you're protected and everything is working for you. That was the verb for you. But if you're sleeping at the edge of life, it means like things are not going okay. But you should not give up, because you will not sleep in that position forever. That was my grandma for you. We bless the Lord for his life. So, for her life, sorry. So, that is it. So, men, it is okay. Kukosa pesa ni kawaida. I know it is not hard. It is hard for you. It is not easy for you to accept like sina do. I remember one guy was making a joke. He was telling me, Oyamo, you know me, I've just identified my purpose in life. I was like, okay, what have you identified? I've just identified kazi yangu kwa hii dunia ni kutengeneza pesa. And I was asking him, why do you say that? And he was like, mi nikikosa pesa by the way, amo, maisha niendeangi vizuri. Like when I'm broke, me hata, like na feel tu siko sawa. This is a good friend of mine. So I was asking him, so ukiwa na pesa, hata sisikii njaa. That's our men for you. And for me, it was like, okay, because we're just making jokes, and it was opening up, which is good. Like for me, I love the conversation. And he was like, yeah, mi papasi yangu kutengeneza tu pesa hii dunia. I don't see anything else that makes me happy. But I understand where he's coming from, because he's a man who has a family, and now providing for the family, that's where he draws his joy. And every man will be so joyful and feeling good when he's providing for the family. And that's why we are saying kukosa pesa sio ati ni laana ama ni kitu mbaya. The times that utakosa pesa. And I'll tell you guys, this USAID thing, the work stop order that was issued by Trump in Feb, kwa ground vitu hazijakuwa the same, vitu zimekuwa different, but we really thank God that some of us some of our men are just moving polepole and they're accepting it. And you find that sometimes it is both the wife and the husband, they are working with the USAID and now they are jobless and things like that, and life do happen. And in that moment, what will help you as a man or as a woman is the relationship you invested in this marriage. What you invested in this marriage, that is what will help you. If you're an absent mom and absent dad, you'll get it so tough. But if you're there for your family, like even once a week, it will not be even a more burden to you. Like you will just sit your family down, tell them, guys, this is happening. And I always encourage even men and women, let your kids know what is going on in your life. Because when shit happen, when rainy days come, you will not struggle. You just go and tell them, manze, kumeenda hivi na saizi, we cannot go for that swimming. We cannot afford that pizza every weekend. Why? Because 1, 2, 3 has happened. And they will understand you. But the one thing I will tell you guys, kids, they understand. It is us wenye tunawadanganya, tunawafunika macho, we don't want them to know the reality. So we are just struggling, tunakaba mpaka loan, tulipe school fees in that expensive school, of which you have lost your job or you cannot afford it, but you want to keep your kids happy. And one guy said, whatever you do for your children, at the end of the day, they will ask for inheritance. They'll be like, dadi ametuachia nini? Mami ametuachia nini? And one day I'll do a video about that, because for me also, I feel like what you leave in them is more important than what you leave for them. Yeah. So our men, it is okay to ask for help. It is okay to cry. Kuna chali aliniambia, I have, okay, for me, mi ni mtu wa watu, so I speak with different people. And that make my life to be so amazing, because I learn from children, I learn from adults, I learn from my peers, and it is a good thing for me. So there's this guy who told me, enyewe Oyamo, unatuambianga venye ni sawa tu wanaume walie. So mimi siku hizi kenye hufanya, if I'm frustrated, I'll just go to the washroom. Nikiwa tu hapa nani nimejifungia, I will cry my heart out. And then I'll just take a shower and come back and hug my kids and just pretend like everything is okay. Okay, it's a good coping mechanism. Bibi yake amwanangi akilia, mtoto wake amwanangi wakilia. But this is someone who we have done some sessions and he feels that's how we can cope with life, because sometimes it's too much on him. And now he's starting to share with the wife pole pole. Kitambo, the wife was not understanding, and now the wife has started to understand. And for me, I love it when people come for counseling as couples. But most of them, they don't want. They feel like, Mr. Kwenda huko. And most when it's coming from the wife. Baba nani, sasa nataka tukaone mshauri. Most of our men, most of you mnakataanga. But it's a good thing. I mean, when someone comes and tells you need to seek for therapy, this person cares about you. And they love you so much. They don't want to lose you, by the way. That's why they are telling you, let's go seek for therapy. So if you have a friend who will always tell you, by the way, I can recommend you to a counselor, or I feel like we need to see a psychologist, that friend loves you to the moon and back. Wengine huku nje, roho kama ya mawe, they don't care whether unaanguka nayo na maisha, they don't care. So to our men, our husbands, our dads, our brothers, our cousins out there, I want to encourage us and I want to tell us that it is okay to seek help, and we love you so much. Like imagine ni dunia bila wanaume. Just take a minute and pause. If you're a man and you feel like you're so useless, just pause and feel like how this world will be without you guys. And you are our priest at home. The things we cannot do as women. I know people say, oh, what a man can do, a woman can do better. It's a lie. Today, let me tell you, I'm a woman. It's a lie. The days that there are things that only a man can do for a woman, like you just need that support. And that will help you even as a lady to remain feminine. Like hata kuuliza mtu nisaidie hapa, they're just things that they sound good, they're nice, they make us feel happy when it comes from a man's perspective. Just like a small help here and there. Umeingia super, umejaza trolley, and a man will be like, can I help you? Hey, you guys, these are the small things that make us to appreciate our men. And they will help you watakuskumia trolley. So women, even you, allow these guys to help you, small things. And if you're struggling to be a feminine some person like a woman, like umekuwa ukikuwa so masculine that you're wondering, am I a woman? Start with these small small things and appreciate our men. This month, you guys, my fellow women, my fellow ladies, let's appreciate what you have. I was somewhere, it was a ladies hangout, and one of us shared something that was really touching. This lady said, personally, we're just talking about what you have. Like it was a topic of appreciating what you have and being grateful to God about what you have. Of course, we discussed so many things. We were dancing and all that. It was fun. And this lady said, for me, I always tell my fellow ladies to appreciate what they have when it comes to marriage. And she said there's this lady who was complaining about the husband, and the husband was not working. But the husband will come home early, ata make sure ng'ombe zimetolewa kwenye zilifungwa. This is ushago. Ameleta ng'ombe kwa boma, ameleta mbuzi, and he will make sure that everything is okay at home. Nyasi zikimea pale ataenda afieke. Like he used to help with these things around. Stima imetokana mahali ataenda tengeneze. And this lady was complaining, who did I marry? Very useless man. Your fellow men are out there looking for money. And this day even someone passed with a big car, and this woman was like, wanaume ndo hao wanapita. It was so sad. Like she used to complain about everything and she was not even appreciating this guy. And then this guy one day died. And after the guy died, the woman was crying on door saying, who will help me? And after some times, now the woman will not be able to go to chama. Hageenda hizo chama zake cause lazima rudi mapema atoe ng'ombe kwenye alifunga. Cause hakuna mtu wa kutoa ng'ombe kwenye zilifungwa. Lazima angerudi mapema afungulie kuku, lazima angerudi mapema make sure, you understand. So this woman was telling them, I really miss my husband. And now I've now realized, like, I used to have someone in my life who was very, very important. The fact that he was not doing a good job or he was not providing as I was expecting, but he was really playing a good role in our family. He will sit down with the kids, help them to do homework. He will be there for the children. He will attend school when they need parents in school. It is this guy who will go. So he used to do a lot, but this lady was not seeing all this. So when this guy died, the lady was like, I've lost someone who used to help me a lot. And now I need to do everything for myself. I need to attend those parent day school. I need to attend to this. I need to attend to that. And this guy was helping me even when I was not able to attend these things. So what I'm trying to say is let's appreciate what we have, because watu watoshani and we don't know about tomorrow. I always tell my peers and people around me that tomorrow is always pregnant and we don't know what tomorrow is giving birth to. So because you don't know what tomorrow will be giving birth to, just appreciate who you are, appreciate that guy that you have, appreciate that lady that you have in your life, appreciate those children, appreciate the work that you are doing, appreciate each and everything, appreciate life, appreciate everything that you have and be grateful. So thank you so much, my guys, for watching. And for our men, we really care about you. We are trying so hard, even as women, to make sure that this world will be a better place for all of us. We are trying our best so that we reduce the numbers of suicide and even for mental illnesses, because it is not easy. So if you're a man outside there, make sure that this month you may share something with your confidant. You have sought help from someone that you trust, and you have also sought help for your family, and you have sought help for your mental state. It all begins in the mind. If the mind is distorted, everything will crumble down. So make sure that you are mentally stable, you are mentally okay, so that you make that decision from a point of peace and not a point of anxiety and not a point of depression. So see you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos, for your support. So kindly like this video if you know of any person, like kama unajua mwanaume yote kwa maisha yako, maybe your brother, your husband, your dad, kindly share this video, your friends, to them, so that our men will feel like we appreciate them and really thank God that they are part of us in this journey we call life. So for now, thank you so much and bye bye.